Write what you know is some of the most common advice you'll ever hear, but if you try to do it on YouTube, it'll quietly kill your channel, because the minute you know everything that you're gonna do and say and learn and understand, there's no story left. There's nothing to learn, nothing unfolds or changes or adapts, nothing happens, and when nothing happens, then nobody watches. Now, I'm not the first one to point out that this is bad advice. There's an old writer who said that write what you know will always be excellent advice for those who ought not to write at all. Remember this guy for a minute, because we're gonna come back for him. His name is Gore Vidal. I think I'm saying that right. This applies to YouTube. If you think about it, Write What You Know is all over YouTube. It's tutorials and lessons, vlogs, day in my life, that kind of stuff. It's not bad, like there's definitely a time and a place for it. It's just a bit flat. There's not as much depth or interestingness to those videos. The minute you know everything, you're the expert, you're the influencer about a certain thing, there isn't much room for development or change or story. It leads to videos that just feel flat. They feel boring. For example, let's watch 2 videos about waking up early and see which one feels more interesting and which one doesn't feel quite as compelling. It's 5 a.m. I wake up at 5 a.m. I've waken up at 5 a.m. for basically ever. Today I wanted to talk about my top 5 reasons I think you should try waking up at 5 a.m. If you try it, definitely leave a comment so I can know how it went for you. And
I usually wake up between 6 and 7 a.m., but my schedule fluctuates. I wondered how much more productive could I be if I forced myself to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day for 30 days? How much more could I get done? How would it change my life? It didn't go as planned.
So in the first video, I'm the expert. I know everything about waking up at 5 a.m. I know I've done it for a while. I do it. I'm just telling you about it. I'm this is everything I know about waking up at 5 a.m. and I'm gonna teach you all of it, and buckle in, so I'm just gonna share everything I know. I don't actually wake up at 5 a.m., but if I did, this isn't the way I would make that video. It works. You're gonna learn about waking up early. You're gonna learn about how it affects me, I don't know, what I get from waking up early. But it isn't quite as interesting as the second video, which is, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know the result of this. I don't know how this is gonna go or where this is gonna end up. I don't know how this is gonna affect me. I'm not writing about what I know. I'm writing about what I don't know. And it's so much more interesting. You still learn about waking up early and how it affects you and what the pros and cons of it are. It's just way more. You're so much more drawn in to the second video compared to the one I did. Story is the gradual releasing of information. That's basically all it is. So when you have all of the information up front, then there's automatically that just defeats the entire video or the entire story, because there's nothing left to learn or do or discover, or there's nothing that can happen in the video. You already know everything, so nothing can ever happen, and when nothing happens, no one really watches the video. It's not interesting, it's boring, it just doesn't work. So coming back to that quote I mentioned earlier, there's a second part to it, and it's write what you think, what you imagine, what you suspect. That is the only way out of the dead end of the serious novel, which so many ambitious people want to write and no one on earth wants to read. The way I interpret this is, don't write what you know, write what you don't know, write what you feel. If you don't have information about something, That allows you to go and seek it out and find it, discover it. If you're confused about a bit of information you have, that allows you to dissect it, decipher it, dive into it, interpret it. The point is, if you have all of the information from the get-go, it isn't interesting. There's nothing to do in the video. There's nothing to discover. So before you make your next video, think about these things. Don't ask yourself, what's the end result of the video gonna be? Ask yourself, what am I gonna learn throughout this video? Don't ask yourself, what do I know about this topic I'm making the video about? Ask yourself, what can I learn about the topic I'm making this video about? If you want to see this practiced in an actual video, Tom Scott is really great at doing that. So this video right here is me dissecting one of his videos and diving into how he uses this exact trick that I've been talking about in his videos to make literally anything interesting. If you want to watch something different, then there's that video right there. But either way, definitely check one of them out. They're both really awesome.